The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Young on the play action. Finds Sanders. And he got this close to midfield before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Putting the tight end in motion. Young working from the gun. That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Hubbard trying this up the gut. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Ready? 2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, Young. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Let's go. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
79 Broncos.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And after burning a couple early, they're down to one to work with now. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Come on, set.
Defense shows blitz. Young on the move, headed right. Finds a man right side. And has room into the secondary. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Panthers pick this one up. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
19 Lions.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Gonna keep this one and go. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. Hubbard. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Panthers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has his man, it's the Michigan rookie. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play fake here, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working quickly here. On 1st down, here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Rush coming for Young. Got Mingo, it's complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers driving. Ball at the 33 for first down. This is Hubbard running left. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Play action now, Young. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They send a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Bails out of the pocket quick. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Young back to it after the pick. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds the in route complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Daniels on 1st down. The Bats got it. And that's a Washington touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Tag. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 10 now. Completes one to Ben Simmons. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his right. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He'll throw it. Throw caught by his running back. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Again, Daniels to the air. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Washington. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Hubbard. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Young on the play action. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they pick him off again. And the Commanders have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. They send a man in motion. From the gun, here's a handoff. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Deron Bland.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the 35 on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings them to 3rd down. Daniels taking a shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Commanders going field goal here. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And the Commanders pick this one up. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. Now Daniels off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's the Commanders with it. 1 quarter from continuing their postseason run. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pass is hauled in by the running back. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, that play call, it was certainly about playing it safe and just running it from the goal-to-go situation. But I'm not sure it's possible with how well this defense is holding up.
And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders make it a 24-point ball game. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go!
Out of the gun, Young. Complete out to the right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 5. Headed out right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Pass complete to Hubbard. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Sticking to the air, it's Young. And this time drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Tight end in motion left. Here he is on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
I know exactly.